This is Broadscast
Oh my gosh,
with Kim
we are
Goldman and Jackie
hilarious.
McDougall.
We are not.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Welcome to our very first broadcast on KHTS.
Yes, look at us.
12:20 a.m.
Listening, we're live in studio.
We are
This is like the
live.
most amazing morning ever. Before we launch into everything, I think we should just very quickly, not very quickly as to diminish how important she is, but maybe we should just quickly talk about why and who sponsored us today.
Absolutely. Today's broadcast is sponsored in part by Gerard Cosmetics. Gerard Cosmetics is a line created for women by women who empower each other and strive to offer products that are luxurious, accessible, and endlessly chic. For an exclusive 30% off site-wide, go to gerardcosmetics.com/shop and enter promo code BROADSCAST and follow at Gerard Cosmetics on Twitter.
Thank you, Gerard Cosmetics. We love that you celebrate women and all that great stuff and broads. Yeah. So that's exclusive for our listeners.
Yes,
I think that's
absolutely.
pretty fantastic.
That is fantastic.
So why don't we tell everybody why and who we are? Just like a quick elevator.
I love an
speech.
elevator speech.
Really?
Yeah.
Elevators?
You go first.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm Kim.
Yes.
I'm the cute one. Wow. Yeah. I tried to get my face on television, but apparently I'm just only as good as radio.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, I'm Kim Goldman. I'm the co-host with my dear friend here, Jackie, and I'm 43. I'm a fantastic single mom. I'm just anyway. I
Long walks on the beach and chasing butterflies.
I like butterflies and unicorns sometimes when the day's nice. So Jackie and I have been friends for a really long time, and thought maybe this would be a fun way to share our great ideas and thoughts, and be open-minded and empower other women and. So
And people know you from, a lot of media with Oprah and Barbara Walters.
Oh,
and
Oprah.
To name a few.
Oh, Oprah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Babs. We love Babs.
Yeah, so, but there's more, about you on our website, broadscast.com. A little 10 questions with Kim Goldman. So if you want more there, it's there.
You could go look at that, and then you could laugh and poke fun and know all my secrets. Because I did the same thing for Jackie, but why don't you tell everybody who you are?
I am Jackie McDougall. I am a self-proclaimed walking talk show, meaning I have lots and lots of bizarre experiences, but I also have many, many years in daytime television, specifically talk show marketing, and so finally we're doing this thing for us instead of other people, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, so the point of Broadscast, just for you guys, new listeners and old listeners coming back that have been waiting for us, we had the show a couple years back, and we took a little break so that we could focus on other things that are passionate to us. So I'm really happy that we are back doing our show on KHTS, so thank you for the opportunity. But part of the reason that we obviously wanted to do our show is to let every voice matter, and that we think every broad's voice matters. Yeah.
Yes. And one broad we have today on the show is one of the most candid and open women in reality TV, and that says a lot. But from Shaws of Sunset, MJ is here. So she is a personality. Oh my gosh, she's
I think
amazing.
that's a good word,
She's
a
amazing.
personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before we get to it, we want to let you know how to listen. So live, obviously, on KHTS AM 1220. And we're also live streaming on hometownstation.com as well as broadscast.com. And you can listen in the car or anywhere you go by getting the KHTS app. And speaking of which, on broadscast.com, we have been revamping that site.
Oh, yeah.
It is a work in progress, but we have to give a shout out to the team at Stark Social, because they are just day and night unbelievable. I've never worked with more professional, on the ball people. So thanks so much to them at starksocial.com. So.
Thank you. And then also, when our show is complete, for those of you that just can't get enough of us and want to repeat it, our podcast will be available on broadscast.com and on iTunes, which is like the bomb diggity. I just did that. And as well as at hometownstation.com, so you can download our podcast there. Mm-hmm. The video for all of our shows will also be on YouTube. So I think we're trying to break the internet with
and
us.
broadscast.com,
Oh,
which
right.
I have to say kind of goes against the reason we were doing radio is so we didn't have to do hair and makeup and
I
I
didn't.
didn't have to sit up straight, and I could wear pajamas, but clearly not because we're going to be,
I didn't get that memo, hence.
So, but Broadscast is all about you. So call us today at 661-298-5487 and let us know what you think. Not only can you talk to MJ when she's here in just a little bit, we also have Broad Topics coming up. And as well, later in the show, we have Broad-Minded, which is a little segment that we do where we can talk about anything, questions, comments, advice, anything you want. That's our last segment, will be Broad-Minded. There's only one thing. You cannot talk about Grey's Anatomy from last night because I still have not seen it. And so don't you dare call here and start talking about Grey's Anatomy.
Oh,
that
wait.
is not.
You cannot talk about the Kardashians either. We are a Kardashian-free zone.
This is a Kardashian-free zone. Please spread the word. We will never discuss them. Okay. And what about social
And
media?
lastly, social media, because we just can't get enough. That is a huge part of our show because that's a great way for you to engage with us. And Tatiana, who is our associate producer, is here in the studio with us, so she'll be monitoring all of your comments and questions. So please find us at Facebook and Instagram. Our handle, what is it called?
Broadscast.
I'm so old. It's at Broadscast, and then on Twitter we are at Broadscast Show.
Right.
So plenty of ways to find us, so please check in, and we are going to break, and we'll be right back.
With Broad Topics. Welcome back to Broadscast.
Those never get old. I have to
Voiceover
say.
guy, Andrew Bowen. We love you, Andrew. Okay, so let's get right to it. Broad Topics. Venice Beach. Even if you're not from California, Venice Beach is a scene. It's Muscle Beach. It's, constant tourists. Well, apparently, in a 12-2 vote Tuesday, the city council said it's, quote, supports women being afforded the same rights as men to sunbathe topless. Venice Beach going topless.
I find that in and of itself strange that they're supporting men's rights to go topless. I mean, I think that's odd in and of itself, just to say that it's a man's right to go topless. Isn't he just...
What's fantastic is that they're supporting women having those same rights, yet we still make less money for the same job. So, let's pick our battles here, people, of what rights we really want to fight for, don't you think? And you know that this thing will be over the second that someone breastfeeds. Because, God forbid, you can be naked, but don't feed a child with those things.
See, and I would like to be able to vote on what men I don't want to see topless at the beach. How come I don't get that vote? I mean, have you seen
moobs?
Moobs. Yeah, that's what
Maybe
my son
we should
calls
take
them.
away their rights.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we should just have an all-out debate on whose boobs we're allowed to see at the beach.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Those who do go topless at the beach, they're often the people you don't want to see topless at the beach.
Right. But
Men or woman.
Did you know
No
that there are
offense.
6 other beaches that allow you to go clothing optional or topless? And So in New Jersey, Key West, North Carolina, Vegas, no doubt, San Diego, and then in Miami.
Are you reading directly from your bucket list?
Yes.
Ba-dum-bum.
Wow. From my boob list. So in Miami, it's topless. And while it's not legal, they tend to look the other way, which I thought was kind of funny that you don't even want to look at the boobs that you're seeing. That you're just going to look the other way.
Well, yeah, it's rude to stare. But also, I mean...
Nobody stares at me, trust me.
But, talk about equal opportunity here.
Yes.
The male hooters, they call it.
Male hooters. So tallywhackers, do I have that correct?
Tallywhackers.
Which is a great way to talk about the boys in Dallas who have decided to, they're opening up a restaurant in Dallas where the men are going to be in tight, I don't know, whitey tight. I don't even know what the heck they're going to be in. Whitey tighties?
No.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it is, they're putting this restaurant in the LGBTQ community, so it's mostly for gay people. Okay. So I sort of feel like, you know what? How come the single girls we get nothing?
Yeah, but aren't male strippers really
gross
for gay people? I mean, no, but gay men, no. I mean, they're lovely. Let's not insult the male strippers or the dancers or the whatever it is they're calling themselves in the dancing technicians or whatever. But I think that women. I mean, sure, it's fun. Like, you're out with friends. You've been to a bachelorette party or whatever. But, I've never gone to one of those shows and been like, oh, my God.
Well, for my Sweet 16, I had a dancer. Yeah. Do we have
that
a caller?
Explains a lot.
Oh, I think we have a caller. Look at us. All right, Peter, do you want to go ahead and put our caller through? All right.
All right. Who do we have on the line?
Hey, this is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
So what are you calling about?
I'm calling about this Venice Beach topless thing.
Ooh, are
yeah?
you going to go?
Actually, yeah.
Really?
I guess I don't view it as like a women's rights, men's rights thing. I view it as okay, yeah, let's all grow up and accept our bodies. Like, it shouldn't be a big deal.
Are you surprised that it took this long for the city council to pass a vote or for it to actually even come up for a vote in California?
I guess so. Well, if anywhere is going to pass something like that, it would be Venice Beach.
Yeah,
Which
that's true.
I guess
that's true.
it used to be like that. It used to be topless at one point.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
I read that. It was like 40 years ago or something. So
Yeah.
you live in the Los Angeles area.
I do.
So
yeah.
what if you're at the beach and you're topless and you're having a grand old time and you see like a coworker or something? Are you cool with that?
Well, I think that would be a risk you would have to acknowledge. Like, if you're going to do it, you need to expect that would happen.
Right.
If you don't want a coworker to see you topless, then don't go to the Venice Beach.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I sort of feel like my boobs are small and they're private, and I don't.
But I love.
So are mine. Mine are small too. That's the thing. Like, if people just accepted their bodies how they were and put it out in the, maybe you wouldn't feel as self-conscious about your small boobs if they got to be out in the sunlight more often.
Well, there you go. They say everything looks better tan. But thank you so much for calling, Sarah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a great day.
So I love that.
What?
That just
Boobs?
everything looks better.
Can we just
tan,
keep saying
so-
boobs?
Yeah. Well, anyway, moving on, and not a very good segue. But Bruce Jenner's big interview.
Well,
is
it's kind
tonight.
it's kind of a good transition
Yeah.
to boobs.
So to speak.
Yeah.
But this is and I was. Here's the thing. Going through the transition, living your life, living your truth, yes, absolutely. Do your thing and live it. It's at some point after this interview, are we going to let him, or will he opt to step out of that spotlight that he's shared so much with that family we will not mention, and just live his truth? Because
Right.
I have respect for that. But let's not make it another circus.
I just hope, as someone who in my other life who works with teenagers who are struggling with their sexual identity and their gender expression, that this is an opportunity for a positive role model, that's someone they can emulate in a healthy way.
Right.
I think one of the things that he talks about, it's taken him 40 some odd years, or he's always wanted to be a woman, and I hope that this transition in a healthy way, as opposed to the media circus like you speak of, that it really does celebrate the transition, and that we as a country can be a little bit more tolerant and accepting, and pave the way for
Absolutely.
our new generation
Absolutely.
to come.
And you know
So-
what? Things have changed, and I'm glad that we're talking about this. So coming up next, from Shaws of Sunset, MJ will be here, and I'm excited about that. So
Come back.
We'll be right back.
Call in.